Hello, hello. We got a really crappy day today, dude. Today was horrible. Um, no news Monday, not no news Monday. I'm sorry. MLK Monday. We had a bank holiday, so I did not trade. We had some pretty decent price action. Um, so maybe that's why today was not so great. I don't know, but dude, the targets and everything aligned perfectly. I liked it all. Everything looked good, but just not favorable price action for us. So let's just go ahead and dive into this. I want this to be a quick recap. I gotta collect data for today and yesterday, so I'm not too happy about that. So I'm gonna try and hurry this up, do what I gotta do. So coming into the day, from the new week open, we had a huge dump. I'm assuming because Trump announced tariffs and a bunch of bullcrap going on with Greenland and the U.S. Dang near almost, we have 4/5 of a percentage that we dumped based just off this new week open. So we have this huge gap that I'm pretty determined that price would want to go to. I'm not sure why we didn't today. Maybe we have to at least some point this week. We have to. But yeah, we just have lots of targets. Like we said, new week opening gap. We have previous day Asia session. We have current day Asia session. We have London high. We already have our London reversal. So this looks like a very simple, like I've said, in many other recaps where we have this kind of scenario going on. We have just a simple, downtrend, uptrend, vice versa, either one. And then London reverses, and then we have just a simple New York continuation. So that's ideally what I was looking for. If I go on the higher time frame, show you why my bias is bullish, not bear, sorry. Taking out high time frame liquidity, respecting this 4-hour huge gap right there. This was just, if we confirmed bias to be bearish, was looking for this unmitigated 4-hour, but most likely just want to see longs from here. So we have that 4-hour. We also have an hourly that we are bouncing out of. Huge hourly there, and we probably have some 50 minutes somewhere. Yeah, not gonna try and check all that, but all we know is we have a hard time frame for valley gaps and PD arrays aligning perfectly. Same situation here. We actually recently take this low that we had an SMT at previously, but we take that out. Respect this 4-hour, 1 hour 2 as well. Huge 1 hour right there. We respect. So everything aligns. I don't want to see price go lower. If we go lower, ideally not going to look to take a trade unless we get something super A plus to then come for this unmitigated 4-hour. That's the only thing I could see. Hold on, my packages. But yeah, we really have nothing to go off of. Like buys look like the only thing, and I was kind of worried about this price action here because we really didn't have anything going for ourselves. We have, an unmitigated 15 minute down here. That's about it. Everything else is chop central. So scenario number 1, we run up and get a pullback and take a continuation from there, or 2, we dump down, hit this unmitigated gap. It's like OTE as well, and then also take out all that low resistance liquidity. That is preferably the option we wanted, or the scenario we wanted to happen, because it's just very A plus. If I go down on the lower time frame, you'll see how great this low resistance looks. Even on the 5-minute, look at this. This is so perfect. There's no way we don't take this out, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Anyways, market opens. We're hit with a boom. Bull run here. We actually, so here I was contemplating on taking shorts. Okay, we hit this high up here. We don't on ES. Okay, we don't. And mind you, we still have London and this unmitigated 4-hour / 1 hour available. So obviously I would want to see that get hit and have an SMT there and then look for shorts. But the reason why I was open to taking shorts here is, of course, if we get it, we're going to be very close to the targets. And so, we can probably juice out like a 1-to-1 tight stop. If we have to extend this for 1-to-1, it's fine. But because I just had a really strong feeling that this would be our DOL. Not for the day, but at least in a shorter time period. And then we move further up towards these DOLs. That's really what I wanted and was pretty much expecting. End up running up higher, and this looked a little bit better. I like this a lot more. We actually hit London, hit the 4-hour, hit the hourly. We still have the SMT, not only with this, but now at that London high. So that's another great thing. You know, we have 1 minute IFEG here that we could get. Okay, nothing else. But if we got this, honestly, I think I was looking to take shorts here, but we ended up running up here. And once we did this, I'm like, all right, I'm not interested in taking shorts no more. And I see this absolute monster of a death candle here, right? Really good solid candle. Why is it stuck there? But notice that we hit this 5 minute, and I'm like, okay, definitely not looking to be short in that 1 minute gap. Gonna have to wait to see for this what this 5 minute does, right? We hit the 5 minute, and have a really nice smooth IFVG here. I think there's a 2 minute. No, I'm tripping. Never mind. I don't know what I was thinking. But yeah, we have a solid 1 minute. We have good internal high here, and I was pretty worried that I could definitely see if this did end up playing out. I can see us hitting break even point, actually getting break even before running up. But I'm just very glad I went break even here. Save this from a brutal loss. Well, actually, you know, could have got break even here. But I mean, dude, this is just sickening, man. It's absolute wicked work. My stop loss was actually here. This is fucking wicked, bro. We did hit for 1-to-1, but no one's full TPing here. Come on now. Going break even was definitely the move. If you didn't go here, you know, you would have got break even here. I got a sneeze, so pardon me for a minute. I hate when that happens. Anyways, basically, yeah, I just wanted to see continuation to that target up here. Ended up getting break even. I thought we would, you know, hit it here. There was a 30-second, like literally right around the exact entry point, or maybe a little up here. I missed out on that, and I was honestly praying that this got break even. I did not want to see that shit deliver. I mean, I had a chance to take it, but I was like, I didn't really calculate my risk because I wasn't expecting it. But you know, this was not bad because we did deliver out of a 30-second here. Maybe we had an SMT or something. No SMT. Okay, one of the biggest reasons why I did not like re-entering as well was, I mean, it looks super clean. For one, me not being prepared, but also for me I just don't really see it. Like, if we didn't deliver here, you know, it's pretty risky, pretty dangerous. And we also have conflicting draws. Like, yes, we have these higher time frame draws, but then we also have this, you know, this is pretty much the same, like, higher time frame as well. So we have two conflicting, really good draws, and I just don't really have confirmation. You know, the setup, the confirmation to the upside failed. You know, so I'm just looking for more to work with. And then not only that, but ES ends up hitting this target not once but twice. We take London, that 4 hour and hourly, and then we just have a lot of low resistance to the downside here. Look at this. This is perfect trend line. I don't see why we don't run this out. So, waiting for that. Let's actually see where we were at when we got the 30-second. So yeah, we had built that trend line, and it's pretty dangerous trading against trend line because we can easily just run through this and then push up. So very dangerous. I was considering taking data on this 30-second IFG back to the upside, but hell no, that's not doing that. Especially after, you know, reviewing this. And then we kind of just chop here. I actually not necessarily missed out. I just stayed out of it. I don't think it delivered anyways, but we have a pretty smooth 2 minute IFG here. I don't like the close on this thing, by the way. It looks really ugly. I mean, even the price action before this doesn't look good at all. We also have a 1 minute as well that got inversed, and I think that is it. Yep, because that's the gap I was looking to take. And then, honestly, targets were just toward this unfilled 15 minute with a stop, like something like, no, not that. It was somewhere around here, just like a 1-to-1 or something like that, but, excuse me. And then I was kind of really hoping that we would, you know, come lower towards at least these levels. I really wanted to see this get hit, but ultimately I just decided not to take this. This would have just gotten a break even or full TP there, depending on I don't know what you would have done. But out of nowhere, we get an absolute ass ripper to the upside. This is, of course, I gotta blow my nose, so I'm gonna hurry this up. This is just, I don't know, insane. We do technically get a continuation model. We hit the 15-minute, but dude, we've just been bouncing up and down. Like, there's no fucking reason to take any of this. So, the fact that this actually delivered is insane. Excuse me. But we do have an SMT, that low right there, of course. But we just have more low resistance to the downside that I really wanted to see NQ take out. So, did not take that. And honestly, I'm glad I just took one trade today, even though it was a break even. It was a pretty good trade. I'm not mad at myself for taking that trade. That trade was very, very solid, okay? But everything else, glad I did not take this trade here because it just didn't look too good, all right, if you're looking at ES and whatnot. And then not only that, but this trade was by far the worst. I know there's probably some people that took it, but in my opinion, it's just, dude, the delivery was insane, but, like, we already had the setup fail. We had this 2-minute fail with this, candle right there. We had just a bunch of bullshit. We're just playing within this range, this little 100-point range we made. And, yeah, price just absolutely sucks. This looks so disgusting, if you ask me as well. Like, it just looks so chopped. There's no direction. It's just fucking barcode. And then that's the end of the trading session. So that should be it for the recap. Now I'm gonna have to collect data on this. See, I have to collect data from the previous day too, so let me actually review this, see how much data I have to collect. Or journaling, I'm not really collecting data, but continuation model, bang, that's one. The short, I'm not counting. Yeah, I don't see anything I could have possibly taken, or anything that I would like even looks interesting at all. So that's gonna be it for this trade recap. It's actually pretty short, so I'm happy with that. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and dip out on this journal and go eat some cereal. And that's gonna be it for this recap. Hopefully we get something good. Halfway through the week already and haven't caught nothing. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Anyways, that's it. Peace. Oh wait. Hold on. Alright, yeah, that's gonna be it. Peace.